Hey everybody, welcome back to 10 Minute Marvel. I'm Petter, and you can see the graphic up here. We're going to be talking about a number of untitled films. Marvel has kind of staked their claim for a few different films, so let's talk about what those might be. We have, obviously, this is kind of the Phase 6 graphic, though Thunderbolts I thought was supposed to be Phase 5. We'll figure out. I don't think they cared too much how they explain phases. But it kicks off with Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. Then it shows Blade on here. Blade, we're going to talk about. I think Blade gets moved. Obviously, that November date for next year is pretty unlikely at this point. Blade doesn't seem to have a director. Just figuring out schedule stuff, I don't think it's going to happen in November of 2025. But the dates we want to focus on here are the February release date before Avengers Doomsday, the movie in between, and then two movies after Secret Wars. So a July release date after Secret Wars and a November release date after Secret Wars. And I do think, I'm going to make a prediction right now, this graphic is missing one movie. And we're going to have two Marvel movies real close to each other. So, let's talk about what those 5 movies potentially, could be. The first one being, I wouldn't be surprised if Blade is pushed out to that February date. That would give them, from now, basically 6 months to prepare, get ready to start filming. And that seems about right. If it's not there, I don't think we get it until after Secret Wars, and I don't think it's one of the first 2 movies after Secret Wars. So if Blade doesn't happen in 2020, like February 2026, I don't think we see it until 2028, which that's what, 2021, was it? When all the announcements were made, 2021, until, that's a long time. I think you would be looking at a different actor. They'd probably come out and say, yes, this movie's scrapped. We're going back to the drawing board completely, going to redo it post Secret Wars. But let's say that's going to be our February movie. Our November movie, I think, is going to be our Doctor Strange 3. I think with Doctor Strange 3, that would make a ton of sense kind of as that bridge movie between Doomsday and Secret Wars. Now, I will say this about it too. The reason I say I think there could be an extra movie in there is there has to be a Spider-Man movie somewhere in here. And I think that could be a Christmas or February of 2027, Christmas of 2026 release. I don't think it's on this graphic because this graphic is Marvel Studios. That one's a joint one with Sony. I don't think Sony would have... I think it would be known if it had that set date. So I think somewhere around there, and maybe it's before that November one. Maybe it's going to be the July movie that year is going to be a Spider-Man 4. Because Spider-Man should play an important part in Secret Wars. So I like that. So we have Spider-Man 4 in July. We have Doctor Strange 3 with kind of explaining the Clea plot and explaining more about what is going on with the multiverse. Kind of that bridge film to lead directly into Secret Wars. Now that leaves us with 2 left coming out of Secret Wars. And that's an interesting kind of combo to look at there, because let's talk about what Secret Wars might be potentially. And I'm going to go into this more on a future video, but Secret Wars is going to be at least a soft reboot of the MCU. It's going to be how they bring mutants fully in. It's going to be how they bring everything fully in. If that's the case, then I think you need to do mutants. I think you have to have a mutant movie of some sort. Right now it sounds like Kitty Pryde and Gambit may be the ones in favor. Or, yeah, in favor meaning people have good positive feeling towards them, especially Gambit. I think that would make a lot of sense. So you could have one of them being a mutant movie, and I think you jump into no X-Men at that point. Skip X-Men, have it be some mutants on the run. And then the other movie, and so Mutants on the Run feels November-ish. It's going to be that more serious movie. And then that other movie, you're looking at, do they want to continue something else? In this case, I would say, do they want to continue Shang-Chi? If there's going to be a Shang-Chi 2, I think immediately after. And even have it be separate. Or it could be tied into the post-credit scene of Shang-Chi. Though, I wonder if that's going to get answered in Doomsday or Secret Wars. Kind of give us whatever they were hinting at there. But a Shang-Chi 2, bring that character in. You have a X-Men movie or mutant movie after that. I think that's kind of my guess anyways. Is there anything you're like, I don't like that idea, or, oh yeah, that would be great, that you like from this? You can let me know that all down below. Leave a comment. Which of those movies would you want to see the most? Mutants on the Run, or Shang-Chi 2, Blade, if that gets moved, Spider-Man 4, Doctor Strange 3. I mean, there are more options out there that I haven't touched on, like Black Panther 3. Though I think that's going to happen after, because I think they'll introduce a young T'Challa. Whether it's T'Challa's child that we got introduced to in Black Panther 2, or a multiversal T'Challa who is now part of this part of the MCU, I don't know. But I think they're going to hold off on that until the soft reboot. Because I don't think they want to say, yeah, we're replacing Chadwick Boseman sooner. So I guess that could fall into like that July slot in 2027. But we'll have to see. And then Thor 5, and I don't think we're ever going to get an Eternals 2, at least not truly. It could be something that is tied into something else, a scene somewhere else, but I don't expect to ever see a true Eternals 2. If you enjoyed this content, check out the podcast. You can find that on the podcast tab over here on YouTube, or wherever your friendly neighborhood podcasts from. And let me know, is there a movie you'd like to see in any of these slots down in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this content, please subscribe, click that notification bell, and give the video a like. But with that, we'll see you next time.